Neville Goddard, Your Faith is Your Fortune, Chapter 19, Liquid Light. In Him we live and move and have our being. Acts 17:28. In Him we live and move and have our being. Remember, all that is, I am, our self-concept. In Him we live and move and have our being. Psychically, this world appears as an ocean of light containing within itself all things, including man, as pulsating bodies enveloped in liquid light. The biblical story of the flood is the state in which man lives. Man is actually inundated in an ocean of liquid light in which countless numbers of light beings move. Remember, I am the light. If I am the light of the world, then I am that light which casts its image and its shadow into 3D. I am the light. The story of the flood is really being enacted today. Man is the ark, containing within himself the male-female principles of every living thing. Oh man, that's very good. Man is the ark, containing within himself the male-female principles of every living thing. This is a reminder also that everything is you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out. The dove, or idea, which is sent out to find dry land, is man's attempt to embody his ideas. Embody your ideas. You have a new self-concept. You're impressing upon your subconscious, and you want to find that manifestation. The dove, or idea, which is sent out to find dry land, is man's attempt to embody his ideas. We are always ascending. We're always impressing, so we find our new reality. Man's ideas resemble birds in flight, like the dove in the story returning to man without finding a place to rest. If man will not let such fruitless searches discourage him, one day the bird will return with a green sprig. After assuming the consciousness of the thing desired, I am that, he will be convinced that it is so, and he will feel and know that he is that which he has consciously appropriated, even though it is not yet confirmed by his senses. Very wonderful sentence. After assuming the consciousness of the thing desired, he will be convinced that it is so, and he will feel and know that he is that which he has consciously appropriated, even though it is not yet confirmed by his senses. I am happily married. I am happily healthy. I am happily wealthy. All you're convincing is your subconscious. I am eating that pizza I ordered. I mean, it sounds simple, but isn't it the truth? You order it and you don't even you don't doubt it for a second that it's on its way. You have the payment in your hand, you're ready. It's already a done deal. There's never a doubt that it's going to arrive at your doorstep. It's such a wonderful, simple example. It's the doubt level we're talking about. It's doubt which we have to get rid of. We talked about that. One day, man will become so identified with his conception that he will know it to be himself, and he will declare, I am that which I desire to be. I am that I am. He will find that as he does so, he will begin to embody his desire, which is the dove, or desire will this time find dry land. He will find that as he does so, he will begin to embody his desire, thereby realizing the mystery of the world made flesh. The same law we've been going over. Embody your desire. Here you don't have it in your consciousness. You've impressed your consciousness with it. Eventually, it arrives. This is the dry land. Everything in the world is a crystallization of this liquid light. Everything in the world is a crystallization of this liquid light. This liquid light is what's casting the shadows. It's your consciousness that is emitting that light. And your consciousness that I am that you cast your impression here into your consciousness, and then the light casts a different shadow, and that shadow equals this image. But it's you making the impression. And this can relate to anything. I am the light of the world. Your awareness of being is the liquid light of the world, which crystallizes into the conceptions you have of yourself. Your unconditioned awareness of being first conceived itself in liquid light, which is the initial velocity of the universe. All things from the highest to the lowest vibrations or expressions of life are nothing more than the different vibrations of velocities of this initial velocity. Gold, silver, iron, wood, flesh, etc. are only different expressions or velocities of this one substance, liquid light. Ooh, you want to get involved with that. You want to understand liquid light because it is what is casting any kind of consciousness. As he mentioned, whatever, gold, silver, iron, wood, flesh, etc., all of it. All things are crystallized liquid light. I know with the little bit, if I remember from college or from learning different things, that light itself is something. Now, in the Seth materials, where I learned that what you're perceiving is a reflection of coming from you. Nature of Personal Reality, a great book. You're literally perceiving yourself from that other observer. So the idea of light and color is one of those things that is very fascinating thing to read a little bit about in the scientific approach. But the idea is that color and everything you're seeing is light. And where's the light coming from? How are you able to see the color of the camera or of the desk or whatever it is? There's a color only based on a light reflection. What's casting the light? What's casting the light out of the thing you're perceiving or observing? Remember, everything's you pushed out. All things are crystallized liquid light. The differentiation or infinity of expression is caused by the conceiver's desire to know himself. Oh, let me repeat that. That's an amazing sentence. All things are crystallized liquid light. The differentiation or infinity of expression is caused by the conceiver's desire to know himself. All things are crystallized liquid light. All things are crystallized liquid light. The differentiation or infinity of expression, that's us, all these self-concepts, infinity of them. The differentiation or infinity of expression, all of us are expressing, and even myself have different expression. The differentiation or infinity of expression is caused by the conceiver's desire to know himself. The desire to know himself. Himself. Your conception of yourself automatically determines the velocity necessary to express that which you have conceived yourself to be. Your self-concept is. If you want to change that self-concept, you just impress upon your consciousness that claim, I am that. I am that. The world is an ocean of liquid light in countless different states of crystallization. The world is an ocean of liquid light in countless different states of crystallization. And if you look at that, every self-concept that you have had, whatever it is, this is your self-concept today. This is the self-concept you're trying to create. All you're doing is re-impressing over and over and over until this becomes in your reality. This is your crystallization of the light that you are of. This light is not ending. It's an unending, infinite supply. There is no shortage. There's only an excess of available light. Light is an infinite. It's an always. I am the light of the world. That's an always concept. It's not a supply concept. It's definitely always in demand. If you or I are in any self-concept, we are creating the demand for the light. But the light is a continual, it's an ever. The world is an ocean of liquid light in countless different states of crystallization. Rereading the first quote, in him we live and move and have our being. Acts 17:28. Now, whenever you see the word move, this is a very important word because it moves into 4D before it affects the 3D. If you are moving here, this is your current reality, your current self-concept, and you're creating this movement within your consciousness, you're moving in reality literally. Because this subconscious movement is reality. That's the actual concrete place where it is actually happening. The light casts a shadow, which is your 3D self. Your 3D self is the expression of this self right here. That's your 3D self. In reality, what you think is reality. Another step is your 2D shadow from your 3D self. This is a light. This is you showing yourself how light works. When you see your shadow, which you easily take for granted, you're seeing how light works. I am the light of the world, and this light is casting a shadow. Okay? We can easily say, okay, the sun creates the light, or this light creates the light. You're the light. You're the light that created this 3D in the first place. You are the liquid light. You are the light being creating the shadow of which you are when you look in the mirror or when you look at yourself. You are the light that is emanating this shadow. This shadow has another shadow as a reminder. It's right in front of you to remind you that you're only living in a shadow world. It's a continual. I am the light of the world. What a great chapter. Let me know in the comments if you got anything out of this. It's a very quick chapter, but it says a lot, especially the word move. Movement is a big one, and the 4D is a big one. That's right in Genesis, which I'm sure we're going to touch sooner or later. All right, we'll see you in the next video.